Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and I had to be patient for this video. I had this guy sitting in my office all weekend, just tempting me to open it up, but I wanted to make an unboxing video for you guys, so I held off, and now I can finally open it up and shoot this video. So this is the brand new MacBook Air from Apple. In terms of specs, I bought the upgraded RAM model, so I do have 16 gigs of RAM in here, along with 256 gigs of internal storage on an SSD. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and open up the brand new MacBook Air. Here is the brand new MacBook Air. Very simple packaging, just as MacBook Air on the top and bottom, and then on the sides, just the Apple logo. I did get the space gray color, as you can tell. So let's open it up. I did wait to peel off the plastic even. There we go. So very simple. Should be able to just peel this on off. Set that to the side and let's open it up. A little bit of a struggle, but got the top of the box off and right away greeted with that MacBook Air. This is the first MacBook Air I have ever owned. I really haven't used one. I do have a MacBook Pro that I have been using, so let's set that to the side. Next up, inside, our USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable for charging. Inside here, I believe you should get some booklets, getting started guides, MacBook Air, and a couple stickers. I'm curious to see if these stickers would change based on the specific color that you got. My guess is that they would. It seems to be the direction they're going with their own logo. And then the AC power brick, which is much smaller than the one that came with my MacBook Pro. This is maybe half the size of my MacBook Pro power adapter. Here's a quick look at a size comparison between the MacBook Pro and MacBook Air adapter. Worth mentioning, this is an 87 watt power brick, whereas this one is only 30 watts. So that is attributing to that size. I also want to make note that this little mechanism I am not a fan of. They definitely need to come up with a better mechanism. I actually left this a couple states away once because I just pulled the brick out of the wall and it unhooked and this stayed in the wall and this came with me and I didn't even realize it because I was in a bit of a hurry, but it comes out way too often unnecessarily. So I'm attempting to get this off and it seems much more difficult to do. I don't know if it's because it's brand new, because my MacBook Pro one did seem to do it all the time, even when it was newer. So this does seem to have a stronger clip. And of course, let's not forget about the laptop itself. Just take off that one piece of plastic and we have the laptop right here, just like the packaging. Very, very simple. 2 USB-C slots on that side, and then on the right side, just one 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. The initial opening, let's do the one-handed test with the MacBook Air, and it did pass with flying colors. Really didn't lift up till I got towards the top. Looks like there was a little piece protecting the screen, but awesome that something so small I can lift up and not have to worry about using 2 hands to open it up. As it's booting up, let's take a close look at the hardware of the MacBook Air. You will see speakers on the left and right alongside a full-sized chiclet keyboard on the MacBook Air. Also no touch bar up at the top. There is just function buttons. And of course what Apple does best, that trackpad down at the bottom with a force touch capability where you can feel it once and twice when you press in, depending on how hard you press down. Crazy accurate, just easily my favorite touchpad on any laptop. Of course, this is a MacBook Air, so it is very thin with just those 3 separate inputs on the sides. Excited to see how those speakers actually perform considering how thin this laptop is. And up at the top, you do have a power button, which also acts as a fingerprint scanner. We will set that up in the startup process. Anyways, our laptop's all booted up, ready to go. I will run through the startup process, talk about anything noteworthy. So it looks like it allows you to set up the Hey Siri off the bat if you'd like to. Hey Siri, open the documents folder. Show my downloads. Hey, what's the weather? What does the rest of my day look like? And there we go. Sorry, I actually did mute out that original part that I'm sure you guys know what I'm saying. I just didn't want to continuously activate your Apple products. And of course, we have Touch ID for your fingerprint to unlock your Mac, make purchases with Apple Pay. So let's start by placing our finger on the scanner and lift and rest just over and over. And now on the outsides, on the edges of my finger, Touch ID is ready. Very simple, very easy. Continue. I wish it asked if I wanted to add more fingerprints off the bat. And yes, gives you the option if you would like a light or a dark theme. And it looks like it does change it on the fly to give you a bit of a preview. Of course, you guys know what I'm gonna go with, that dark theme. Also, as a side note, while this still sets up, this is the angle, the furthest angle it will go back, in case you were wondering about that. And we are now on our home screen, of course, with that 13.3-inch 2560 by 1600 Retina display. Of course, running Mac OS with that dark mode on. So that's just about everything I want to cover, at least in the unboxing video. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Of course, this is the MacBook Air. More videos to come with this device. I will be doing editing with 4K, a bunch of other stuff to test this out, and of course, traveling with it. So stay tuned. Be sure to click that subscribe button for a lot more. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching.